Let's go, man. It's raining. We ain't giving up by the grace of God. God sent some angels. Listen, man, I want to let y'all know, no matter the circumstance, God gonna step up. He gonna show up. And the times you need it, rain.
On March 26, 2026, a man named Isaiah Thomas left Philadelphia with a backpack, a phone, and a plan most people would call impossible. 3,000 miles, East Coast to California, on foot, 6 weeks in, and still walking. His name is Isaiah Thomas. Most people on his stream call him Humble Zay. He's a minister out of Philly, and every step of this walk has been broadcast live in real time to a community of believers, supporters, and strangers watching from across the country. This is Faith Walk Live, past Pennsylvania, through Ohio, through Indiana, mile after mile, alone on the shoulder of state highways, and never alone because the camera is always rolling and the comments never stop. But to understand what you're about to see, you have to understand why a man would do this. 3,000 miles on foot for something he hasn't built yet. So we'll let him explain it himself. Faith Walk Live started as a question Zay was getting from everyone. Strangers in gas stations, viewers in his stream, drivers slowing down on the shoulder. Why are you doing this? What's at the end of 3,000 miles? Here's how he answers it.
41 miles left. Indianapolis. 41 miles left, chat. I might bang this out might bang the rest of this out for the day. 41 miles left. I might bang the 41 out right now. You know what I mean? City in Indiana, Indianapolis, 675 miles. People are wondering, why is this guy walking from Philly to Cali? My name is Isaiah Thomas, also known as Humble Zay, and I'm walking to California to build a school in Philadelphia. See, a lot of kids in Philly got a lot of talent and a lot of gifts, but they're not able to utilize their talents and gifts, and they end up in the system or they end up dead. So listen, as a kid, I was able to start selling waters, to start a successful business and a successful brand in the city of Philadelphia. And now we're raising money to build a school, a university that's going to be able to help kids, not just in Philadelphia, but soon, later on, franchising to Baltimore, D.C., all these type of environments where these kids just need an environment that's going to help them win. You could donate right now. The GoFundMe link is in the bio. $1, $2, $3, $4. It don't matter. Every single donation helps.
A school, a university, for kids who, in his words, end up in the system or end up dead. Chastity, he's not the first man to walk for his community's children. Sojourner Truth walked. Rosa Parks walked. Generations of black men and women have walked, marched, and stood for what the next generation needed. But Zay is the first to broadcast every single step of it. The walk is the proof. The kids are the point. There's an old definition of religion that doesn't get quoted enough. There is no romance in walking 3,000 miles for a building that doesn't exist yet. It rains, it pours, the shoulder narrows, the trucks come close. Some days are 26 miles, some days are 37. The body breaks down before the spirit does, and then the spirit has to carry the body the rest of the way. He sleeps where he can. Sometimes a stranger opens a door, sometimes a parking lot, sometimes a hotel paid for by a viewer he's never met. A few weeks in, he was hit by a car. He went back to walking the next day, started wearing a high-vis safety vest. By day 39, he'd logged 41 more miles since the impact. And every night, the stream comes back on. Every morning, the camera goes back up. The walk continues. The witness continues. This is the part of the story you can't fake. You can stage a documentary. You can script a testimony. You cannot fake 1,000 hours of live stream from the side of a highway in the rain. Faith Walk Live is real time. It's auditable. It's happening right now while you're watching this video. And then something started happening. Strangers started showing up.
I need you to fight this battle
A
for me
grandmother
right
in
now.
Indianapolis pulled over to bring him a hot meal. A brother in Ohio gifted him new shoes.
I can't do it
A man
alone.
named Terrence drove 20 miles out of his way just to walk a stretch with him.
Right now.
Airbnb
I just wanna
hosts
tell the whole-
who'd never heard of him gave him rooms for free.
All right, ready? 3,
These
2,
aren't
1.
actors.
What's going on, y'all?
These
right
aren't
here
paid
with Auntie,
extras.
man.
These
Auntie
are
made sure
real
we got
people.
to her city.
Most of them
Indianapolis,
black. Most of them
Naptown.
strangers.
We here. You know what I'm saying?
Deciding
Auntie said,
that
listen,
one of
when you
their
pull up,
own
I'm gonna make sure you
is
good.
worth
We
backing.
here.
Who's
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Who's your
what
mama?
community investment looks like when it's real, not in
Yes, ma'am.
theory. On a state highway in the Midwest. The school in Philly doesn't exist yet, but the people who build it are already showing up every
yeah, I
mile,
appreciate that.
every day
Yes,
on
sir, yes,
Twitch.
sir.
And then some Twisted Barbecues and a Slim Jam, bro. And then the Rimble, Indiana vibe, bro.
Yes, sir.
Little hoodie or a little.
Oh, yeah.
Little
Got the
coat.
coach on for me. Okay.
Yeah.
W's in the chat, man. Show him the John, man. Got the coach reflective vest on me.
Gotta hook him up to it
Hey.
as we're moving through, you know?
Yeah, man.
Gotta let him know.
You already know I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm a rock that.
Hey,
you
that's
know what
all
I mean?
right.
I'm a rock that.
respect it,
I
man.
appreciate you. Because the camera right there, yeah. All right, this you got it. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate you. God bless you. I got water and stuff like that. I appreciate you. There's some W's in the chat, man.
W's in the chat. Out the gate, I've been watching this shit.
We outside,
shit
man.
crazy.
Listen, man. Made it to Indianapolis. Got hit by a car. Still going, man.
Yeah, I seen that shit. They fucked up.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. Yeah, my boy, you in here,
Yes,
boy.
sir. Yes,
They
sir.
pulled up to my Walmart, too.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie.
Love.
Much love. I ain't gonna
Love,
lie.
bro.
I was supporting you and shit, and I seen that shit. I was like, man, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't even trying to, you feel me?
Yeah.
Just doing this thing.
Yeah, they try to take me out.
Yeah,
but
bro.
God is bigger, though. You feel me?
For sure. You be
He's bigger
safe
than
out here,
anything. Yes, sir. Love, bro. Love. What all the lights all in?
He's doing it, Chad. He is doing it. Indiana in the building, 317. Yes, who's your mama, baby? Who's your mama? We got this.
W bro, man, pulled up with the hookahs, man. You know what I mean? Let's get it, chat.
Shout out to Grails, man.
Shout
Really
out to
came
Grails.
from one of our sponsors, Grails Inc. They one of the
Shout out
biggest.
Grills Inc.
Yeah,
Grills Inc. The biggest.
Out the gate.
You already know. Sir, I appreciate you guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yeah, I figured. How many shoes do you think you go through?
It's like I'm on my third pair right now.
Really?
Yeah, chat, I ain't even show y'all. You got this though. I ain't even show y'all this though. Keep this down. One sub, chat, one sub. DJ, let's go. Let's go. Y'all snapping. Let's go. Oh, he just took my. Yo, look at you. Yo, they just took my hat, bro. Give me my hat back, cuz. Give me my hat back, bro. Give me my hat back, dog. Give me my hat back, dog.
That's why we
Your
built
mission is complete on the earth.
faithwalklive.com. A live
Now
tracker,
everlasting life with me.
real-time mile counter,
That's the only thing
stream
that matter.
embed, community feed.
That's why they wonder why
So
I ain't give
no
up.
one has to scroll
That's
Twitch
why they
to
wondering
know
I
where
ain't throwing
Zay
the towel.
is, how many
Because this
miles
mission
he's
is
logged,
bigger than me.
who showed up
It's
today.
about the kingdom.
At
How many
AI
people
Bible
gonna wanna get to know
Gospels,
God after
the
we
tools
finish
we
this
build,
mission?
the trackers, the stream automation, the ministry sites, they exist for one reason. Software in service of the calling.
God gonna step up.
Because what's happening on this walk
and the times you
is
need
bigger than the walk
Rain
itself.
not stopping, the weather
It's a
not
proof
stopping.
of concept.
Listen, this God's plan.
That when a black minister
Step out in
moves
faith
in
and watch
faith
God do the rest.
for his
Y'all know what
community,
we on, man.
for his city,
it's the humble faith
for the
walk
kids
from
most
Philly
of
to
the
Cali.
world has written off.
675 miles
The body
in.
responds.
Every obstacle in the
People
world
show up.
try to get us to stop.
Money comes
but
in.
we still going.
The school gets
God
built.
did.
California is 2,700 miles from where he stands today. He's going to walk every one of them.
Man, we made it
And every step
675 miles
is a brick
to
in a building
listen, man,
that hasn't been built
It's been
yet.
tough. Y'all seen I got hit by the car. But listen, we 675 miles in. Another milestone, another major city in Indiana. Indianapolis, 675 miles. God did on foot, man. Philly to Cali. This is the walk from Philly to Cali. No matter the trials, the tribulations, we gonna keep going, man. God bless me with the legs to be able to God. I was in a car accident 5 days ago. A car hit me 5 days ago. They thought it was over. They was laughing. Listen, man, today I did a record-breaking walk, 41 miles today. Started at 6 in the morning, walked 14 hours. God,
His name is above loneliness.
Look at this.
Oh, his name is
41 miles left. Indianapolis.
His name is above
41 miles left, chat.
His name is above every other.
I might bang this out might bang the rest of this out for the day. 41 miles left. I might bang the 41 out right now. You know what I mean? Chat, man, I got my legs back. I came back better than ever, man. Listen, this the road from Philadelphia to Cali. Don't ever, ever, ever give up on yourself. Don't never give up on yourself. When you got a dream,
If this stirred something in you, there are 3 things you can do right now. 1. Track the walk live at faithwalklive.com. Watch where Zay is today, this minute. 2. Donate to the school. The GoFundMe link is below this video. Every dollar goes to the school in Philly. 3. Subscribe to AI Bible Gospels. We tell stories like this about ministers, missions, and the tools that serve the calling. One foot in front of the other. That's all it takes.